Hey Lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have y'all here with me today. As the thumbnail show, we are going to be doing some more fall DIYs yet again. But we are getting close to doing some Christmas DIYs. I'm excited about that. Just want to jump on and say, hey Lovies. Thank you for always coming to hang out with me. But I'm going to stop running my mouth so we can jump into this first project. See you on the other side, Lovies. Alright, lovey, so we are going to be making a few fun things today. Super cute in my opinion. I hope you all feel the same way about them. We are going to be making a wreath for my front door. And we're going to be using quite a few items from the Dollar Tree. So I'm super excited about that, right? Since all the flack we've been given to Dollar Tree. These were just some things I had in my stash. As you can see there, I have the wreath form from Dollar Tree. It is legendary. It's been around forever. And I'm just taking some jute rope here, or cord, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to wrap that around for half of this wreath form. Okay, and I'm just gluing it to, each piece. Let me see, I'm just gluing it together, not gluing it to the wreath form, because you guys know hot glue does not work well with metal. So I'm just gluing it to each side, and that's just to get it started. And once you start wrapping it, it'll start forming itself and it'll stay close together. You just wrap and pull it together ever so often as you wrap it around. Now you are going to have some gaps in there, but that's okay, because it's meant to look rustic and not like super perfect, in my opinion. So if there is a way to keep the gaps out, you guys can let me know. But I honestly did not mind the gaps in there. Like, they were not like super noticeable. It just gave it that cute little rustic charm to me. All right, so right here I'm taking some leftover rope, and I wanted to give the middle kind of a design. And you're gonna see later on in a few minutes I'm gonna add some more rope to the middle, because I felt like this just wasn't popping enough for me. But you guys will see what I'm saying. So right here, I'm just stretching it out as far as I could, making an X there. And I'm just going to, again, glue that to the other pieces of jute twine or cord. And that's going to secure it in place. I am using some, Gorilla Hot Glue here. Just to hold it in place, and I think that's going to be pretty sturdy. You could definitely use some stronger adhesive, but I really don't think I'm going to have an issue with this. So once I get that in place, I'm going to start adding the florals in. So I'm not gluing anything down again, because hot glue and metal. So I am tucking a few pieces into where I have that jute twine there, and then I'm just gonna build from there, and then I'm just gonna zip tie it down. So it's gonna have like a million zip ties. It's gonna be more like a zip tie wreath versus a floral wreath, but we're gonna take care of that, and of course nobody needs to be looking at the back of our stuff, so we're not gonna worry about that too much either. So once I get all of them in place, and you guys know now, y'all been with me long enough to know, okay, that I do not know how to arrange florals. I just go with the flow, and I really love these fall hydrangeas from Walmart. I think they are so pretty. So then I decided to take some of this pampas grass and stick that in there. But once it's done, I wasn't like super impressed with it. So I may end up taking that out, but you guys can let me know once you see it all come together. And this is what I'm saying, like, you see all those y'all see all those zip ties? It look like a crossword puzzle. I was like, girl, this is a zip tie video. All right, so anyway, So I'm sticking the pampas grass in there, And I was gonna do this off to the side, but the pampas grass was throwing it off for me, so I end up putting it more like basket style, if you will. So I only put a couple pieces of the pampas grass in there. I really think I'm gonna remove it. I was trying to lighten it up a little bit, but I probably just did not arrange them right, and they just end up looking like fuzzy earrings. So I'm like, I don't know about this one, May, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it because it did come out cute, in my humble opinion. But yeah. Yeah. So right here I was like, okay, let's add some more jute twine in the middle, because the little, like I said, the little X there was not giving what I wanted it to give. So I was like, let's stretch out some more, and we kind of made it look like a little wagon wheel, a half of a wagon wheel, if you will. If you if you use your imagination a little bit, like, you know how I always say, close one eye, tilt your head to the side, you just might see what I see. You might have to hold your right hand up too, but I still think it's cute. I don't know about that pampas grass though. It's I don't know, y'all, but I keep going with it. So that's where I trim all the little zip ties down. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add a hanger to this, and I'm just using some burlap ribbon that I had in my stash. And again, just using a little bit of that hot glue, and I'm using my little presser there to keep from burning my fingertips off. And we're just gonna make sure that's nice and secure. And that is, nope, I was getting ready to say it, y'all. I was getting ready to say that's gonna be it. That's not gonna be it. We got a little bit more to do, but I had to show y'all all this gluing I had to put on. I don't know why y'all come back to hang out with me each week. I just don't understand all this hot messness that goes on this channel. What is wrong with you people? I don't know, but I love y'all. I do. I love y'all so much for loving me. All right, so here we're gonna go in with some of these. I think they're 2-inch letters I got from Michael's, and we're just gonna spell out the word fall. So yeah, now that's gonna be it. And I want to thank Laura for buying me 5 coffees, girlfriend. Thank you so much. And Nanette bought me 5 coffees also. You guys are the bomb.com. Thank you so much. That just helps me with getting those supplies that I have to constantly replenish, like, the terracotta teacups, my glue, my paint, things like that I don't always have in my stash, that I constantly use on the video. So thank you, ladies, for that. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. If you can't send me a coffee, Lovies, don't worry about it. If you want to send me a coffee, you can check out the QR code that I'm going to show at the end of my video, or you can always check out the link in my description box. It's up to you. Either way, I love you guys just being with me, being here. It does not matter if you cannot send me a coffee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, either way. So right here, I'm taking one of these wood pieces. It's one of the chunky wood pieces you can find at Dollar Tree. It's about a 5x7 piece, and I think they call it the wood book piece, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I just painted that in that cashew color just because it's a creamy color, and I know it's very close to the color of the actual wood, but I needed something a little bit lighter than the wood, and the cashew was the closest I could come without doing white. I didn't want to do white. So here I have this beautiful napkin in my stash. It says be blessed. I love this because rarely do you see the cross during the fall season. So I was just like, I thought this was so pretty when I saw it, and I just had to have it, and I knew I wanted to do something with it this year. So I just went ahead. What you saw I did there was I separated the plies. It was a 2-ply napkin. Separated the plies. I did add my heat press to this, and that's just to get out those little bumpy ridges that be around the edges of the napkin, because I wanted the surface to be smooth. So right here, I was using my water pen, and it had dried up a little bit, so I kept squeezing it, and the water was coming out like in big drops. And I was like, what is going on here? So once I squeezed the little brush and things like that, it it started working better for me. But yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I probably need to replace it with a newer one. But anyway, all I'm doing is just going around that outline of the napkin, because the napkin itself it has like a very faint blue and white, like buffalo check print to it. And I didn't want to use that much of it because that part kind of felt springish to me. Now I know we're using blues for fall, but this particular piece, I didn't want it there. So I was trying to move it, excuse me, I got the hiccups, you guys. I was trying to move as much of it as I could. And so now right here, I was originally going to put it in the center, but you see right there, I'm going to move it closer to the edge. And that's because we are going to be adding some embellishments here. So once I get it where I want it placed, what I did before this was I did add some Mod Podge to that surface. So now I'm just laying the napkin down, putting on some parchment paper and applying my heat press, and that's just going to reactivate that Mod Podge, and the napkin will adhere to the surface. So then here I'm taking some more of this burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to cut it down to the size of this piece of wood. Okay, I did send away any excess that I saw there, and right here I'm gonna make me a makeshift bow. Okay, and again, this is just to add a little something to this. This is a very cute shelf sitter that I'm making. Now if you want it to be a hanging piece, I would say don't add ribbon to this one. You probably can use a sawtooth hanger here. I think would probably work better, but I want it as a shelf sitter, so I'm not going to really do anything because it is thick enough to stand on its own, but you can also put it in a little easel if you wanted to. So right here, I just cut down 3 different size pieces of that burlap ribbon, and I'm going to give it some dovetails right here. And that's going to be it for this. Like, I didn't want it to be like a big popping bow, even though you guys know I'm all about the bows, baby. I just want this one to just kind of be more like tails, you know. So to give an illusion of a book, but not really. I don't know, again, just something, just adding stuff to stuff, you know. That's literally what I was doing, just adding stuff to stuff, because that's what I do on this channel. I add stuff to stuff until I like it. So then I'm taking some of this table scatter, which is some little maple leaves that I got from Hobby Lobby. I really love using these. I think they're so vibrant in the colors, and I think they're just perfect for this piece because they really match the colors of the leaves on the cross. And so then I'm taking this little gold embellishment thingy I had sitting around. I was like, oh, that'll look cute on there, so let me add some more stuff to the stuff. So then I'm going to take some more, I don't even know what to call these. I know you put these in like boutonnieres or corsages and things, but I don't know what they're called. But they have little wires on them with some little gold beads. I don't know if you could really see them on camera. I can't really see them right now that I'm looking at this, but maybe you can. But I'm just going to add that on either side because, again, we're adding stuff to stuff. You know, that's what we're doing today. That's what this video is about. We're just adding stuff to stuff until we like it, until it's cute, and we're gonna keep rolling. So then I was like, okay, this is looking really neutral, right? I do have a little pop of color in there, but I'm like, I don't know, it needs something else. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll do a little sprig of greenery here, right? So again, more what? Stuff to stuff. We're adding more stuff to stuff. Stay with me. We're adding stuff to stuff. And here I'm just playing around with it, like, okay, where do I want to put this? Where do I want to put this? And I end up adding it right there, off to the side, because I didn't want to take away from the Be Blessed, even though I felt like maybe something could have gone on the bottom here. But I don't know. I was scared. I was like, let's just stick to the bow section. Let's just stick to the bow section, May, and see what we come up with. Okay. So then from there, I was still like, okay, it still needs something. So I was like, let's distress, right? When We don't know what to do. We distress things. But I actually think it really tied this piece together. And if you don't like distressing, if you choose to recreate something like this, totally stop here. Don't keep going. Don't do a May. Don't do that. I'm here to stop you. Even though there's never anybody here to stop me, I'm here to stop you, Lovies, okay? Don't do it. But I actually liked it. I thought it was very charming, rustic and charming. And so, yeah, I really liked it. And I think that's it for that piece. Now we're jumping into project number 3, which is Terracotta Teacup number 40. Ding, 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 ding. 10 away, 10 away. We're 10 away from 50. All right, now off camera, what I did here, and I'm gonna apologize up front, Lovies. I thought I was recording during a portion of this, and I was not. And I looked at the camera several times, and I was not recording. So I do apologize, but hopefully it's very easy to follow along. So what we're gonna make, I had this idea, and it was not on our list. I'm surprised nobody thought of this one. It was on my list. And I was inspired. I was driving down my street, and one of my neighbors has like one of the half bikes in their yards with flowers. I was like, oh, that would make a cute terracotta teacup, right? I know we normally see those in spring, but I'm like, we're gonna shoosh this up with some fall flowers, okay? So that's what we're doing. And this is where you see I missed the whole part right here. So all I did was I took some of my braided jute twine. I put that around the top of the terracotta teacup. I created the handles and the bike seat using some air dry clay. That's what I was showing you guys. I had a little bitty mini wood dowel that I cut down to make like is it the spikes in the bike? I don't know. Or the stands in the bike. I don't know what that's called. But anyway, to make the form of the bike. And I put the little handle in the front. And if you guys don't know what I use for the handle, I use a macrame ring, cut it in half, and that's what takes it from a terracotta pot to a terracotta teacup. And we just added some florals in there, guys, to make our little bike. I'm so sorry, you guys, that I missed that whole part, like just setting it up. But I had a little wagon wheel in my stash that I use. And I do end up changing the seat and the handlebars to the autumn color paint, just because I felt like you couldn't see it, because again, you guys know I'm going to keep going. You know I did not stop right there, which I totally probably should have stopped right there, but I didn't. So here I'm taking a rub-on transfer with this little cute chipmunk on it. I was like, oh, the colors of the chipmunk match the colors of the florals. And those are the same florals that I used on the wreath that we did in the first project. And I was like, okay, we're gonna just make this a whole thing, right? So what happened with this rub-on transfer, it ended up pulling out some of the paint. I was like, okay, I'm not mad at that. Like, that's cute. I'm not mad at that at all. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and get my little emery stick, and we're gonna scrape off some more of that paint. Yep, that's what we did. Just to, I don't know, it just gave it this little vibe. I was like, this is all matching. This is really cute. I like happy mistakes, and this is one I was happy about. Like I said, I was not mad about that at all. So then I'm going to take some of this little table scatter here, and I'm just going to add it there in the shape of little pumpkins, and I'm just going to add them right there to the to that base, just to add some more color here, to just all bring it together. My good friend Kathy Jo sent that over to me. I like that. So we're going to add that in. Just using a little bit of hot glue, y'all. I'm so sorry y'all missed this. I'm sorry, but you'll see it in the final reveal. I was so happy about making the little bicycle seat. I was like, now nobody gets to see it. Yeah, I had an attitude about it, but there we go. So I'm not done yet. Y'all know I'm not done yet, because as I always say, there's nobody here to stop me. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to just be adding stuff to stuff. Say it with me, y'all. We adding stuff to stuff, okay? So then I'm taking this little mini hay bale that I had in my stash. I'm like, okay, that'll look cute in the backdrop. Then I'm going to take this little scarecrow that I had in my stash. We're going to put him on top of the bale of hay there, because he needed to get lifted up to get on the bike. See, it's a story behind this one. You know, it was all about the stuff, right? So there you have it, guys. And that's it. that's it. I can't wait for you guys to see it now. It's coming up in the final reveal. All right, here is everything, lovies. And you guys gotta let me know, do I need to take that pampas grass out of there? Whether y'all tell me to or not, I think I'm gonna take it out. Like, it's just throwing me off. I don't think I like it. So I'm gonna pull that out of there. But let me know how you guys feel about it. If you're still here riding with me, lovies, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming back each week to hang out with me. It makes my heart smile. I say that a million times, and I'm going to keep saying it. It makes my heart smile to read your comments. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and hyping. That's the new thing. Let's hype this video up, lovies. Once you hit that like button, scroll over a few buttons to the right, I'm going to say, and press that hype button to help out your smaller content creators, the ones that you like. Even if you don't like me, click it for the content creator that you like the best. So I don't know if I need it, if I might need to put the bike seat and the handle back to black. I don't know. That part is throwing me off because I feel like you can't really see it like I want you to see it. So I'll have to play around with that some more. But I am super impressed that we made a little bicycle with a big old basket of flowers. I love these. So you have to let me know if you have a favorite of today. I want to hear about it. Drop it in the comments. And for all of you that are here, here for the first time, what we have been doing on this channel is a terracotta teacup series where we take a terracotta teapot. I'm sorry, terracotta pot. I say it every time. A terracotta pot, and we turn it into a terracotta teacup with a theme. And we are on the road to 50. We are at number 40 today. What? We made it to number 40. And what I like to do is, you see right here at the end of each video, I like to share each of the terracotta teacups with you guys. And I also want to hear if you have a favorite, and if you have any new suggestions for any new ones, so we can add that to the list as we are on our journey to reach our goal of 50, which I know we're going to hit it during Christmas. I know we're going to exceed it during Christmas, even though I told you guys I'm not going to let you guys take me past 50. I know we are going to exceed 50 for Christmas, but who knows? We might come in at 49 and call it a wrap. Who knows? But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. If you have a favorite of today, even if you want to tell me your top 5 favorite, if you've been doing the whole series with me this whole time, I want to hear. So yeah, and don't forget, guys, I know I'm dragging it into the ground, but please hit that hype button. It helps us out so much. You guys have no idea what it takes to put up these videos, and you know, the time, the effort, the energy just to get them up, and it just would help us so much, and you know, to help YouTube recognize us and push us out for others to join our family and join in on the fun with us, because we have fun on this channel. I believe it with my heart and soul. Everyone that comes back, I do believe we have a good time here. It's just a happy space, and I want to keep it that way, and I want our community to grow so we can just keep doing things that we love to do while we're crafting, which is laughing and making cute stuff, like when we add stuff to stuff, right? Oh, lovies, I just love you guys so much. Thank you. I can't say it enough. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, I'm past my. I think I'm at my top 13 of what I like out of all of them, because some of them I just can't believe we even made them. But we are here and we're doing it, and I'm so excited. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry. All right, and until the next video. Oh no, I want to share with you guys. Hype. And if you want to buy me a coffee, this is where you can do so. If you don't, I still want to say hugs and kisses. And I appreciate you watching. And until the next video, be safe, be kind. And again, I'm going to say hugs and kisses. XOXO. Bye.